Hi guys, welcome to Bitcoin Bounce. You know that we are avid followers of Crypto Crew University, Steve, and he's just launched a new video on XRP. So before we have a look at that, I'll just give you our take on XRP. So I just did a quick search because we all know XRP is involved in the lawsuit with the SEC. So this is just an article today, October 6th, and you can still see it's just mudslinging and still no resolution to this. I don't know when this is ever going to end. I did, however, also find this article by Altcoin Daily. I'll put the link in the show notes, and this is actually a very nice interview. It was on CNBC, and it is with Brad Garlinghouse. He's the SEO of Ripple XRP. This was actually very nice, and the outcome of this lawsuit is important for crypto in general. So this is a good interview to watch, just to stay up to date with that, and to see what he thinks about the SEC and what is going to happen with this court case. Anyhow, on to just what we see in XRP. So this is just the monthly XRP chart. Looking at it, the first trend line one would have to draw would be that. So it looks like it's basically still in a downtrend. I'm not going to cover anything that Steve covers, so I'll just look at whatever else I can see. So that's the one thing that I could see. What one could also look at is just a more short-term maybe trend line like that. And that would then just show that XRP has now broken out of, when was this, from April 21, so this is on the monthly chart. So it's for quite some time been trending under this line and now broken out, so that's some good news for XRP, but nothing really bullish. The most bullish thing one could probably do on this chart would be something like that. You need at least like 3 touches for a trend line to be kind of relevant and valid, so if one had to do that, but this is like a bit unrealistic of a curve. If we had to put an angle on that, let's just have a look. That you can't see it very well. Let me just zoom in here. It's 43% that you can see it. It's a 43% angle, and that's just not realistic at all. So what would be realistic is more like a believable trend is about 20 degrees. That's what we are now at the moment. So if we had to follow a 20 degree, that is very plausible, and one would then take a timeline. So by the start of 2025, that would be an XRP could be around about $4.50. So that's not a insane growth that we can expect there. If we just take all these lines off quickly, let me just get back to where we were in the beginning. What one could also do is, if on the most bullish candle, if you put a anchored VWAP, that gives you like very realistic targets also to go for, and you can see it was quite accurate here. That this was the first target. How often that line was hit, eventually broke through, then the resistance here by this line, and then eventually we hit that back down, found support there. So this is quite a realistic pattern to watch, and the most outlandish price for XRP, so the highest zone on the anchored VWAP is 263, so that's also not really very high. So no great expectations for XRP at the moment. Personally, I bought XRP around about here 110, 120, I can't remember, and I put that on the market to sell for $2, and hopefully then hit that and get out, or maybe even sell it sooner at break even. So I don't know, very few people are still XRP fans. This court case is also just dragging on forever. But yeah, that just looking at any other chart, just to give me to say, if we had to look at dot, at as something more realistic that one could target, like, that looks like more plausible, where XRP just doesn't have any of those lines. Yeah, so at the moment, personally, nothing, not bullish on XRP. No financial advice. You guys must make up your own minds. But yes, anyway, let's have a look at this video by Steve, and let's hear what he has to say.
What I want you to look at first is you see this circle here. When the green line crossed back up through the red line, that signaled XRP's explosive move. When the green line crossed through the red line, you can see the exact opposite here. This signaled the downfall of XRP in the bear market when the green line crossed back through the red line, and you can see what happened after that. And then in 2020, right here on this channel, we covered when the green line crossed through the red line again. This is when there was a lot of turmoil and lawsuits, and everyone was calling for the demise of XRP and the downfall and just going to zero, really. And we came here right on this channel and called not for it to go to zero. Based on the facts and the charts, we were about to have an explosive move up. And we did, from about 20 cents up to $2. So it's time to pay attention, because we are tracking when this green line is going to cross the red again. And I'm going to give you the latest and greatest on what I think, including a very, very bold prediction based on what I see playing out in the charts. I do want to mention later in this month, I'm going to launch a 5-day masterclass with my plan for the next bull run, step by step, including all of the altcoins, including analysis of all altcoins, all the top altcoins, including what I'm going to be picking up, step by step, 5-day masterclass, my plan for the next bull run as we sit here in this bear market. Now, what I see happening in the charts is, you can see we had a cross down, right, in February. And it acted very, very similar to this cross down, and we can look for clues. Right after this cross down, you can see price action was below both moving averages, similar to 2022. Once we had this cross, price action was well below. What did it do in a month or two later? It rallied from way below the moving averages up to the red line. And right on cue in 2022, just about a month or two after our cross, we rallied from prices being way down here all the way up to the red line. Coincidence? I think not. All of these charts happen in cycles. Charts move in cycles and patterns repeat, including this one. When we cross up, explosive move. 2020, cross up, explosive move. It's not a coincidence. Cross down, turmoil. Cross down, turmoil. It's not coincidence. It's time to pay attention to this chart that's in front of us right here. Now, what I want to show you is, you can see that we rallied up to this red line here and rallied up to this red line here. And you may be asking yourself, well, how about this move here? We'll come and we'll pull up a couple charts. Now, I want to draw your attention to here, the RSI. And we're on the weekly chart, and you can see since August of 2021, we've been following this trend line. We're creating a high, a lower high, another lower high, and another lower high. To have a trend line that's worth paying attention to, you want to have 3 touch points. This one had 4. And you can see we just broke through here. And you may be asking yourself, well, is this the start? Are we about to have a cross up with XRP? I'm going to cover that in more detail, but I just want to remind you, I'm going to make a very bold prediction in this video. And if you like XRP, you're going to go crazy with what I'm going to say. And it's going to be all based on all of the evidence that I've been studying in the charts. So you definitely want to stick around for that bold prediction. And you're going to want to share it with every human on earth that you know that likes XRP. So we had this breakthrough, right? While we had a cross up in the stochastic RSI, we had this breakthrough of the green line here. But what I'm seeing in the charts is it's rather similar to this point here, right? Where we actually battled from below this green line, above the green line, and then after a handful of weeks, we battled above the red line even. If we were to do that in XRP, the red line is currently at 62 cents. You know, it could be anywhere in the range of 70-ish cents, which would catch everybody by surprise, but it would be par for the course. We've done that before with XRP, and a similar move of a heightened activity in the RSI relative to what it's been in the prior months. So keep that in mind. But we do want to look at as well with the RSI, not only were we creating a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, not only did we break through this trend line, we actually created our first higher high. So this could be early warning signs of the start of a trend reversal. So more to come on that as we continue. One thing I want to note is just based on the facts of the charts, XRP had its high back here, you know, at $3 and something, right? We failed to make a new all-time high with that previous market cycle that we just had, all right? So our last market cycle high was back in 2017 or very, very, very early 2018, and we failed to make a new all-time high. More to come on that later, but that's a key point. If you've studied a lot of altcoins and you've studied the top 100 coins and you look at all of their charts, something would reign true in your brain right now, just knowing what I just told you and what it means. More to come on that in a moment. But as we look, XRP is having a nice move. We want to continue to hold support on this green line, which is currently at 37 cents. And what XRP cannot do under any circumstance, or it means significant turmoil in the future and months of sideways action, is a break of this level at 29 cents. This level actually goes back years and years and years to the early days of 2017 when we were holding this as resistance, and then we held it as support for months and months and months and months, and then during the worst of the bear market holding it as resistance again, and here we are battling this line. So under no circumstance, if you like XRP, do you want it to fall under here? Because that would probably add about 6 months of turmoil more than we should have with XRP. If we fell through here, it would just be kind of like quicksand. We would fall into it and it would just bring us down, bring us down, bring us down. So pay close attention to that and watch the development of this line, because back here, we did have a period of time where we almost had this green line cross up. It was almost a time as if, hey, here it comes, watch for that, because again, the previous time in 2017 when we had the green line cross up, that's when XRP explodes at this green line cross up, just like 2020. So watch if it gets close and then fix everybody out. Stay tuned for that. But right now we've got a wide gap. We're starting to see some curvature up in the green line. We still got a long ways to go. What would really help it is if we followed suit from the early days of 2018 and we rallied above this red line. If we were to do that, this moving average would come up quite a bit and we would be looking to have a cross up. So if you're an XRP fan, you want to see it come up here above the 60 cents, which would surprise everybody except you, because it would just be doing what XRP has done in the past, right? So pay close attention to this, pay close attention to continued higher highs in the RSI over the coming weeks to months. You want to see it come back down, you want to see it form a nice base, and then you want to see it come back up here, you know, maybe towards the end of the year or early next year and make another higher high in the RSI. Look for that to happen as well. Now, I think we should get to my bold prediction. And I think you need to be sitting down for this bold prediction. This bold prediction that I'm about to say will affect XRP for the next couple of years and the rest of its history. And what I'm going to tell you is based on studying the top 100 altcoins. For this upcoming course that I have launching later in the month, it's my 5-day masterclass of my plan for the next bull run. I studied all the altcoins. If you watch my channel, we usually study just Bitcoin, and we study a little bit on Ethereum. But Bitcoin, we know it inside out, backwards and forwards. When I was forced to study all the altcoins that I normally don't pay attention to, a couple things rang true. When a coin has an all-time high around the 2018 period and fails to have an all-time high in the next market cycle, what I did was I studied all the past market cycles, the 2015 market cycle, the 2014, even the early stages. And when you notice, and this comes in the bold prediction, but when you notice in any market cycle, it fails to make an all-time high relative to the past market cycle, that's usually a red flag for the future of that coin. XRP, for its entire history, and we have to give credit where credit is due, for XRP's entire history, it's been in the top 10 altcoins. Hands down, no questions asked, top 10. And right now, you can see on CoinMarketCap, it's number 6. It's always been in the top 10, maybe for 8 years in a row. And what I'm about to share with you is that based on my analysis of XRP, based on studying all of the altcoins, based on studying all market cycles of altcoins that they went through in 2014 and 2011, 2017, based on studying everything, my bold prediction for XRP, I hope you're sitting down. My bold prediction for XRP is that in 2 years' time from now, it's never going to be in the top 10 ever again. I don't think XRP is going to be a top 10 coin 2 years from now, and I think that trend will continue to get even worse for XRP, and maybe in the future it'll even be out of the top 20. I know that sounds ludicrous, as well as most of my predictions sound ludicrous, but usually they happen because they're facts in the charts. So this may hurt your ears, you may hate every bit of it, but if you fail to make a new all-time high in a new market cycle, that's usually a red flag for the next market cycle and the one after that.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. As you can see, even Steve is not super bullish on XRP anymore. I'll leave it with you guys. We'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers.